Hey, what's going on, everybody? Akeem here, and in today's Fix of Entertainment News, we're going to give you a complete breakdown of the Sonic 3 movie trailer, plus a deleted scene from Deadpool and Wolverine, all on today's Fix. Let's drop it. Presented by Universal Orlando Resort. All right, now the new Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie trailer gave us our first look at what to expect from the upcoming movie this December. And Sonic fans have a lot to be excited about. Shadow is on full-on display, voiced by Keanue Reeves. And we also get a glimpse at the ill-fated Maria Robotnik, who we see at the 38-second mark of the trailer. And then skipping to the 47-second mark of the trailer, we see both Shadow and Dr. Gerald Robotnik crouching down as if to mourn the loss of someone they both held near and dear. Now this is presumably Maria. As we know from the games, she was killed by a gun soldier while helping Shadow escape. And you can see in that small scene, both Gerald and Shadow are being surrounded by gun soldiers. So it looks like they'll be adapting that story we first saw play out in Sonic Adventure 2. Now, for those not familiar with who Dr. Gerald Robotnik is, that's Eggman's grandfather as well as Maria's grandpappy. Now, Jim Carrey's gonna be on double duty here, portraying both Eggman and the creator of Project Shadow. Now, in the movie, we'll likely see glimpses of the creation of Shadow and how he came to be warped by the loss of Maria. But of course, the question I'm sure a lot of y'all Sonic fans have is, how is Gerald Robotnik still alive at this particular point in time in the movie? Well, in Sonic Adventure 2, he was imprisoned and then later executed for his crimes. Well, it's likely the movie plans on taking a different direction regarding Gerald Robotnik's fate, possibly keeping him alive to set up more emotional stakes for Eggman teaming up with Sonic. And in the Sonic Adventure 2 video game, which featured Eggman as a playable character for the very first time, the scientist teams up with Sonic to stop a failsafe his grandfather put forth that would see the Space Colony ARK on a collision course with Earth. Now, given Eggman's admiration towards his grandfather pretty much being the motivating factor for his very own nefarious plans, the writers of the film probably just thought it'd be best to keep Gerald Robotnik alive to set the stage for Eggman confronting his hero, whose plans for world destruction supersede his own intent of world domination. Now, Eggman even says in the trailer that if he can't rule the world, well, he might as well save it, alluding to the events we saw play out in Sonic Adventure 2 regarding the ARK set to destroy Earth. Now, so we're likely gonna get more emotional stakes and a more emotional Eggman in the movie's climax as he confronts the sins of his grandfather. It'll be interesting to see Jim Carrey play against himself in those scenes. Now, speaking of gun, earlier it appears James Marsden's character, Tom, will receive quite the promotion. Now, at the 1 minute and 36-second mark of the trailer, you can see him wearing a gun soldier uniform. Now, GUN is the International Defense Force known as Guardian Unit of Nations, involved in both the Space Colony ARK incident and Project Shadow. And skipping to the 2 minute and 28-second mark of the trailer, we see Sonic and company at what appears to be a children's entertainment center, like a Chuck E. Cheese of some sort. Only it appears to be called Chow Garden. I know y'all are familiar with this. And in it, we can see Chow eggs and Chow animatronics. Now, Chows first made their appearance in Sonic Adventure 1. Hopefully this isn't just an Easter egg and we'll actually see the Chow flying around with a minor role of some sort in the film. Now, those were pretty much the main elements from the first Sonic 3 trailer. Now, if there's anything you notice that might give us a clear direction as to where they'll be taking the movie, let me know in the comment section down below. But I want to talk about some of the things that were missing, including characters and weapons. The primary thing Sonic fans will likely gripe about is Shadow not having a gun in the movie. I doubt we'll see him wield a gun unless, he steals one from one of the gun soldiers or a local police officer. That's likely probably how they'll introduce Shadow having a gun. And of course, will we see Rouge or Amy make an appearance? And while I highly doubt either character will have a prominent role in the third film, I feel it's more than likely we'll see one, if not both, make a small appearance. possibly towards the end. Actually, now that I think about it, it'd be sensory overload to have them both appear in Sonic 3. But in Sonic 2, we did get both Tails and Knuckles, so 2 characters. So maybe we'll get Shadow and either one of those characters in a minor role. Now, we still don't know who actors Jenny Slate and Sophia Pernis are playing in the movie. Like, either they'll be taking on live action roles or potentially lending their vocals to portray either Rouge or Amy. Now, there's so much to be revealed, but let us know your thoughts on all of this and if you're excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Now, in other news, Ryan Reynolds tweeted out this video showing Gambit from Deadpool and Wolverine walking across the battlefield with what appears to be one of those MCU multiverse portals reflecting in his eyes. Now, the suggestion here is maybe this is alluding to Channing Tatum's Gambit getting out of the void and making his way into the MCU at some point. But the question is, do Marvel fans want more Cajun in the MCU gumbo? How long have you been waiting for this? Woo, I bet you've been waiting for this for a very long time, right? You know how long, I'm sorry. Channing Tatum is open to returning, and with the MCU phase moving forward and moving towards exploring mutants within the MCU, I wouldn't rule out that Channing Tatum might make an appearance. And would you look at that? That was your fix of entertainment news for today. Keem Lewanson here, and thank you so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please go check out the Sonic 3 trailer. What are you doing? Don't stop. Go watch it. It's so damn dope. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.